Guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. We are back with the finale of Season 2 of the 7 Deadly Sins. I'm so excited. Again, after this, we'll have a major long break waiting for Season 3. It's going to be a tough journey. I don't know how we'll make it through an entire 24 hours. Actually, by the time this goes up on Patreon, on YouTube, it'll be a week late, but I believe the premiere will be starting in like a couple hours because, again, with air times in the West, it's usually like super early in the day that we get the episode because it'll air in like the evenings in Japan, which is very, very early for us. I think it airs at like, I want to say like 4 or 5 a.m., at least where I live. So that's not too far after when this is being posted. So I'm super excited. I don't really know where it's being aired, to be honest with you. I might have to just, no, Netflix wouldn't post it right away, would they? I don't know. That's season 3 talk. We're not on season 3 yet. Again, last time on, Meliodas is confronting Fraudrine. I don't know what else is going to happen. I mean, everybody, like all the good people are together now, including Hendrickson and Dreyfus. There's no outliers. Everybody is on the same page. It is everybody versus the 10 Commandments. No ifs, ands, or buts, I don't think. And yeah, again, it's mainly just Fraudrine right now that we have to worry about. Everybody else has either been taken care of or is just not in the area. So I guess without any further ado, let's just get right into it. So as always, link is at the top of the description. It'll take you to Vimeo. You can watch the reaction highlight there and then head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode. All right, guys, that was the final episode of Season 2 of the 7 Deadly Sins. Now, I actually took a couple minutes between ending the episode now to jot down some things. First of all, I made a list of all the 10 Commandments and kind of where, like, what their outcome is after this arc. And surprisingly, after, like, accounting for everybody, I believe that Fraudrine is the only demon so far who's actually, or the only one of the 10 Commandments, the current 10 Commandments, who actually died in this season. And I'll go through the entire list. So, we got 4 like confirmed ones when like the 7 Deadly Sins were talking about, you know, the commandments that they'll still have to fight. Zeldris, Estarossa, Droll, and Gloxinia. They're okay. They didn't mention Derriere or Monspeet, which I thought was kind of weird, but I think they're still alive. I don't think Meliodas killed them with this full counter. So that's 6. Again, Zeldris, Estarossa, Droll, Gloxinia, Derriere, and Monspeet. That's 6 that are for sure still up and kicking. Well, I think for sure. Galland. Now, Galland is a weird one because I don't think we ever saw his stone body actually get destroyed. And we know that Merlin was able to come back from being a stone body. So I'm not counting Galland out yet, but if he is dead, then, you know, he might very well just be gone for the rest of the story. But I'm just saying, I don't think we ever saw him actually get destroyed. So while he may still be stone, he might technically still be alive. I don't know. Meliscula is another one that's questionable. She seems to still be alive based off the fact that Elaine's still there. So, and that would confirm that Zarathustra, or that would, you know, lead us to believe that Zarathustra was also resurrected by Meliscula. But again, she's believed to be alive. And the last one is Grey Road, who is also alive. She was captured and placed in Merlin's little capsule. And we don't really know what she's going to do with it, or with her. But yeah, so again, after going through that list, the only confirmed death I think we have is Fraudrine. The only other one I think that is very likely dead, but we haven't confirmed yet, is Galland. Again, I'm just saying, if there's a twist later on and it turns out that they actually find a way to turn Galland back from being stone, I'm just saying, is it possible? Maybe. Again, though, it would take some weird circumstance, like, because Merlin shouldn't have been able to turn back from stone. Because if we look at the rules that the Demon King said, the only 2 ways to get rid of one of the curses from the commandments is to 1, kill the person who places it on you, or 2, to die. Now, funnily enough, Galland is both of those people in this situation, so both of those criteria would lead to him dying for him to lift the curse. But Merlin clearly did something. I don't know what. maybe somehow she got somebody to kill Galland for her, and that's how she, because I didn't even think of that. That would actually further confirm the fact that Galland is 100% still alive, because Merlin didn't turn back from stone when Galland was turned to stone and was left from the story. So at least from that point, he was still alive. Albeit he was stoned, but he was still alive. Again, maybe the way that Merlin was able to turn back was she was able to contact somebody to go and destroy. I don't know. She sent. I feel like something else happened though, because apparently Merlin, her father, I think she said, is a very prolific person, at least amongst the Ten Commandments. I'm not sure if she's popular elsewhere. Again, my initial thought was that he's some type of, maybe a demon, but I don't know. I don't see Merlin being a demon, because there's already too many demons that are popping up that we didn't know were demons before. I don't know. Merlin's father was popular in some way, some way. And again, I think that had something to do with how she was able to turn back from stone. But I don't know. Unless, it's definitely the method that she used to escape Greyroad's commandment, by the way, is completely different, because again, they're different conditions. Greyroad's curse takes all the years off your life and that kills you. Again, Merlin just decided, hey, let's stop time for myself so that doesn't happen. But Galland's curse works completely differently, so that wouldn't do anything to his curse. I don't know. We're still concerned for Meliodas. We learned that the curse that was placed on him by the king, basically each time he dies, he starts to regress more and more back into a demon. Of course, that's in addition to the fact that he cannot die. That's obviously a requirement there, which is not good. Again, we still I don't think we know the specifics of the curse, other than the fact that it was placed on him by the Demon King, although that is very vague, because technically all of the curses were created by the Demon King. But we haven't got like the specifics of it yet. We did see a flashback to Gowther, however, when he was a member of the Ten Commandments, and we saw a little, scene of him saying, "I am, Gowther." What's his the selflessness? I'm not sure if that was him like coming to that realization, or if he remembers, because Fraudrine said that he doesn't know that he's a member of the Ten Commandments because he fell victim to his own curse. So did he somehow remember? Or is he just, saying that like, oh, I'm a member of the Ten Commandments? That's wild. You know what I mean? Still so many questions, man. So all that's going on. Again, Jericho's brother did die. I'm surprised. Griamar was able to turn back. Also, man, Fraudrine, and the whole idea that while inhabiting Dreyfus's body, he actually established actual relationships. That again, the whole idea of I was just trying to act to fit in so that I could carry out my plan, but I ended up actually really feeling like I was the part that I was playing. Like, I felt bad for him, you know what I mean? I also felt like he needed to die, and I felt satisfied when Meliodas killed him, but I felt bad. There's a really, I don't know, there's a really good way to add a bit more to his character before finishing it off for good. Elizabeth, her conviction has grown stronger than ever, which is, I don't know, it's kind of, it's a good thing, but I'm kind of worried. Like, I feel like maybe she's gonna get in over her head a bit too much eventually, and try to do because she outright said at this point, I will make an enemy out of anybody on this planet if it means I get to stand by Meliodas. That's a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing if Meliodas does regress back into a demon completely. What are you gonna do then, Elizabeth? You know what I mean? I'm kind of worried. I don't think I should be worried, but it's in the back of my mind a little bit. So what else? I mean, that really is a pretty good summary of what we saw from this episode. Zeldris is in command of Camelot, and again, I'm assuming he's gonna regroup the Ten Commandments, what we have left of them, and plot some other type of attack. I'm assuming that season 3 is going to focus on that. I don't see anywhere else this season could really go. I mean, the Seven Deadly Sins is kind of one of those shows where you can kind of like, there's not really too many other directions this show could go other than diving deeper into the Ten Commandments, and with that, we will learn more about people's past, more about Meliodas' past, Gowther's past, possibly Merlin's past. You know, it's kind of the only direction to go. So I'm excited. Again, it's not going to be a long wait for us. It'll be less than a day for me before I get to watch the next episode, hopefully. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this off here. Very enjoyable second season. I guess if I had to give it a rating, because I do that, I guess. It's either an 8 or a 9. I'd have to sit on it. The show definitely deserves at least an 8, but I don't know if it's reached the level of like 9 or 10 status. You know what I mean? It's either an 8 or 9. I really have to think about it. I'm not going to be able to come up with an answer this episode. Again, though, this is one of those shows that I think is going to rely heavily on how the story progresses, and I think it's going to rely heavily on the ending, because I think we have a big ending building up. I think it's clear that beyond the I think the 10 Commandments is pretty much the end of this show. Like, once they are done, I feel like everything's gonna be up in the air. We're gonna know everybody's past. Meliodas will possibly be able to break free from his curse, and that's just gonna be it. Or I guess the 10 Commandments and then the Demon King beyond that. But like, that's all we really have left, I think, in this show, unless something else big comes up, later on. So I think we're building up to that ending sooner rather than later. Of course, you manga guys would know. Like, if I'm talking purely based off of what I know and what we've seen so far, I would not expect this show to go beyond 2 seasons at the absolute most. 2 seasons past where we are now, so season 3 and then possibly a season 4. That's honestly as far as I could see the story going based off of the information that we've seen so far. Again, there could be a massive reveal showing, hey, these 10 Commandments, they weren't the bad guys all along. They were actually these people who are even stronger, who, you know what I mean? It's not very rare to see that happen in a story, but yeah, I'm very eager to see how this show ends off. And I know it's something that's quite far away probably, but I don't know. The show just has so much potential. And it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to end this off here. As always, if you guys want early access and or the full-length versions of these reactions, click that link down in the description. It'll take you to patreon.com/FarragoFilms, and you can check that out there. But with all that out of the way, it really sucks that we're going to have to end off this 5 times a week deal and go down to 1 episode a week. But I will talk to you guys all on Wednesday, aka tomorrow, with episode number 1. If you guys are on YouTube, by the way, we're going to be doing episode number 1 and episode number 2 of season 3 tomorrow. For Patreon, again, season 3 starting tomorrow, so we'll do episode 1 and then go on weekly from there. So until tomorrow, peace out.